Many people have asked me to explain what Reiki is, and so I'd like to give you kind of a brief description. So, Reiki is a technique for stress reduction and relaxation, and it promotes healing. It can be administered with hands-on Reiki sessions or healing from a distance, and it's based on the idea that there is an unseen life force energy that flows through us and through our chakras. And it's what causes us to be alive. So Reiki is actually known as spiritually guided life force energy. My name is Dana J. Smithers, and I have been using Reiki to help my clients reduce stress, people that may have just been going through surgery, or they're going through transition, or maybe it's a relationship that's not panning out the way they want. They're not feeling as much love, or they're having love unreceived or effort unreceived, things like that. So animals have the same types of emotions, although in different ways. Animals are extremely sensitive to energy. So what the Reiki energy does when I'm doing Animal Reiki is I'm working with their chakras. So animals have chakras just like humans. So they have chakras from their crown all the way to their root. And what happens to all of us, human or animal, is when those chakras are out of balance, right? We can feel a little bit ungrounded. We can feel stressed, anxious. Maybe you've got a situation, maybe you've got some surgery coming up, or maybe you're somebody, maybe you're graduating from high school, or maybe you're going to a wedding and you're a little bit nervous. So all of these things can cause us, emotions can cause us to feel unbalanced. So the way Animal Reiki or any Reiki works is the practitioner. So I am a certified Animal Reiki practitioner. I'm also a certified emotion code practitioner. So I also often do use those two healing modalities when I'm working on someone. So if it's in person, then I can use my hands on the animal. So basically, I'm getting connected with that life force energy. Once I feel the connection, I feel a connection in my hands. I feel it in my fingertips, and then I feel like there's light in the balls of my hand, palms of my hand. And then I just take that energy wherever I feel it's needed to go. Now, sometimes with an animal, they might position themselves in a place where they feel that they need the Reiki, and I will let the energy flow through. If I'm doing distance healing, which I do a lot of, I work with a picture of the animal. I also work with crystals. So I will do a little crystal grid for the animal. I like to use a lot of amethyst. It's very good for calming and relaxing. And I like to use a clear quartz. It's very good for just clarity and focus and just kind of sending the energy where it needs to go. And probably my most favorite is this is kind of a pink quartz, and it's used when I'm working on people's hearts and relationships, grieving, things like that. So I usually start with those three, and then I add whichever crystals I feel are resonating for the intention of this session. So there are some times when the animal may, if I'm working in the room with an animal, it may get up, it may lie down, it may walk out, it may come back in. So I know that the Reiki is working regardless of what it looks like is going on. And sometimes there's some animals that are so agitated or so stressed that we have to work with them a number of times. So it might not just be, and never usually is just a one-off session, but over time also, because animals feel the energy so strongly, they have to trust me as the practitioner, and I'll just sit there and wait. I've sat with a dog for 2 hours just sending out the Reiki energy, and every Reiki practitioner will, once they're sending out the energy, will do a prayer, and we'll ask that the Reiki energy flows where it needs to go. Because the same way with people, sometimes they tell us what the situation is or where they're stressed, but we can go deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's often not what it seems to be in the very conscious level. It's in that very subconscious area that things are really going on, and that's where the emotions need to be released. So that's kind of a quick explanation of what Reiki is. If you're interested in finding out more or booking a session, you can find me at www.danasmithers.com/animal-reiki. And until then, be happy, take time, take good care of yourself and your animals. And one thing that animals will always be able to do is pick up on your energy. So when you're feeling calmer and more relaxed, the animals are also feeling that way.